In today's video, we decided to share some stories from when we were kids, and we all did some pretty stupid things as kids. So with that being said,
whenever I was younger, I don't even know if I was in school yet, like I was really little, I would sneak out of my mom's house in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m., right, and go up to my grandparents' house and go sleep in their bed, because my grandparents lived like right next door, and I don't know, I just wanted to go sleep in their bed. Don't ask me why I did that, I just did. There was this one time I went up to my grandparents. I remember, like, I woke up, my feet were like freezing fucking cold, right? So I was like, I gotta find a warm spot for my feet. And so I was moving them around, and then I found a really warm spot, and I was like, oh yeah, here we go. And so I like shoved my foot in this warm spot, right? Next thing I know is my grandpa is waking up and putting his hand on my ankle and like yanking it out. Bro, I shoved my foot up my grandpa's ass. I did not do it gently either, bro. I rammed that hoe up there. He yanked it out and then like threw it across the bed.
I was probably like 10 years old. We used to always hang out at my grandma's house. So one day, one of our friends in the neighborhood comes by, and we walk over to his house just down the street. He pulls out this little paper, puts some grass in it, and pulls out a lighter and starts like smoking it like it was some weed or something. And my other cousins were all like, oh yeah, let me get a hit of that. Oh yeah. And they all pretending like they high and stuff. And I'm 10. I thought they were really high. So I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? They probably don't even know how to get home now. One of them just falls out on the ground and just like, hey, wake me up when I'm sober, bro. I can't handle this.
Bro, he wasn't smoking weed, bro. He was smoking weeds.
And when we got back, I don't know like what happened, like how my younger cousin found out, but he told on him like as soon as we got back.
He told on him?
He literally said, Grandma, they're smoking weed down the street. I was, oh my God, we're all in trouble now.
Whenever you were younger, whenever like your parents took you to Walmart and stuff, did you guys ever play in like the little clothing rack things of like shirts and stuff?
I played with a clothing rack in my ass.
Huh?
I don't know what Jarvis is talking about, but one time when I was like 10 or 11, I was at Walmart with my grandma and my cousin. We had this plan to hide in one of them and jump out and kind of scare my grandma, which is a terrible idea. So I'm sitting there hiding. I see these feet walking. I'm like, okay, here she comes. We jump out, and it's not even her.
You're trying to give your grandma a heart attack, bro?
It's just a prank, Grandma.
Get up, Grandma.
Come on, Grandma, stop playing.
I think I was like 7. I went in my parents' room, and I don't know what I was doing, but I looked in one of the drawers, and I just saw a bunch of money. It was basically like just 1s and 5s and stuff like that. Like I felt like I just won the lottery, bro. So I just start grabbing it and like stuffing it in my pants, and I just run to my room and start hiding it like under my bed and stuff. The next day, my grandma came to visit, and I was like, hey, Grandma, look what I got. And I showed her like my money stash, and she was like, oh, that's so good. Where'd you get all that money from? And I was like, I took it from my parents. And then she was like, you should tell them. So, she convinced me to tell them. They're like, that was like your lunch money. You were really just stealing from yourself because, you needed that. And I was like, so I'm not in trouble then, right? No, I was in so much trouble. You know how like the power lines and stuff, they have like one that goes all the way to the ground, right? It's like a diagonal type one. And there's like typically like some kind of plastic covering it up so you can't like touch it. We were like outside. I was standing there talking to my friends, and this dude, he stepped on my shoes. And like when I turned around, I don't know why he was so intimidated by me, but he just started backing up with his hands in the air. He's like, look, man, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. And he turns around to run away, but he runs into that like cord thing going out of the ground, like up into the sky, and basically like hits himself like right in the neck and falls down. And everybody turns around and they think I just knocked him out, but I literally just simply turned around, and next thing I know, he's out.
Bro scared him with a look. Did you remember going to Walmart and like beelining it straight to the back of the store or wherever the fuck the video games were and playing the demo of the game and breaking your neck trying to play?
I think I broke the control.
How do you break that fucking thing, bro?
It was like the PlayStation 3. You know how they had like the little cord? I think the game was infamous. And I was like jumping through like this burning building. I fell into the fire and died. I said, fuck! I threw the controller. I didn't expect it to go down because it's an iron bar, but the bar is like rusted. And I see like the cracks on the controller, so I just walk away.
It was Thanksgiving, and we were at my aunt's house. There was all these kids there who I'd never even met before, but were somehow related to me, I guess. And I was just sitting in the room with them. I was probably too young to have a phone, so I was probably just, playing with a car or something. My dad walks in, he just like saying what's up, and then he says, hey, what are you playing with? And to this kid in the corner, he's like, nothing. And he turns around, and he has a Barbie doll. He took all the clothes off of it. He was just over there playing in the corner with a naked Barbie doll, bro. I don't understand what he was doing, bro.
He was feeling her boobies, bro.
He was having the time of his life over there. When I was 4, I got a hanger like in my eye, like not in the eyeball, but like in the eyelid, because I get in the back of the car. My mom had some hangers back there. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or something. From what I remember, I stepped on the hanger and it flew up and into my eye, but up from what my mom said. I stepped on one, and then one that was hanging in the car poked me in the eye, and then we went to the hospital. And I wasn't like hurt, I wasn't like screaming or nothing, but my mom, like, she reacted so badly. Like, she saw it get in my eye and started screaming, so that scared me, and then I started screaming. So now we're just in the car rushing to the hospital. That's not how you should react to your children. It would have been perfectly fine if it was just like, okay, stay calm, we're gonna go help you. Like, bro,
I can just imagine like little baby Derrick just walking around the corner into the kitchen with a hanger like pointing straight up because it's hooked into his eyelid, and he's just like, Mom, I need some help. And she's like, oh my God.
so when I was 5, I used to take these little gummy bear vitamins before school, and I didn't really like them. So when my mom would give them to me, I would like go to my room and like throw them underneath my dresser. I just felt like I would never get caught. One day, my mom was like cleaning up the house. She was like, all right, let's clean up your room. She moves the dresser, just finds the entire stash of gummy bears just on the floor, bro. I was just like, oh my God, why didn't I think about this? I thought I was home free the whole time.
You thought that dresser did not move. You thought it was like nailed to the ground.
Bro, I thought my problem just disappeared, bro.